Investing in apartments. So simple, even a kid can understand it? Look, investing in apartments might seem like a really complex thing to do, and it can be, but with the right guidance, it can get simplified. Now, let's talk about it in terms even your kids might understand, and perhaps you can teach them something that they can then take on and create success in their life and have long-term wealth. Number one would be start with the basics, just understanding the concept. If you teach your kids that investing money means putting it somewhere and then that money returns more money down the line, then they'll understand the concept. Think of it like a piggy bank, where you put money in the piggy bank, and if you let it sit there long enough, it multiplies and becomes more money when you actually open it up to collect the money. What about income and expenses? You need to help them understand that when we own properties, we collect money from tenants, but we also have expenses associated with owning that property. You can just look around your home that you own yourself or that you rent and think, if you rent, someone else owns this property, they had to pay all the money to buy it, they had to pay all the money to keep it upgraded and make it nice enough. So for us to live here, it's not going to be free, so we pay them money. Well, that money for the owner is income, and all the money it costs to make this property nice is their expenses. Number two, we need to teach the benefits of investing in apartments. Benefits like passive income, where investing our money can create streams of money that come back to us. Well, let's say your child puts money into the piggy bank, but every month that piggy bank gives them $1 back, and the next month gives them $1 back, and the next month gives them $1 back. But they never put more money into it, and the money they originally put, it's still in there. It's just giving them extra dollars each month. That's passive income. Apartments have the potential for growth. They can appreciate in value over time, especially if we put a lot of work into the properties. For a child, maybe consider they buy a $10 toy and use it and play with it over the next 5 years. They keep it clean, and then in 5 years, they sell a $10 toy for $20 or $30 instead of it going to zero like a lot of things in our life. That's the idea of growth or appreciation. You can emphasize the importance of research and market analysis. When we buy apartments, we pick specific areas for good reasons. We want to make sure that there's demand for those rental units. We want to make sure that the community around it, can afford to pay us good rental rates that can generate income and business for us as the owners. For a kid, maybe think about a lemonade stand. If you're going to start a lemonade stand, where do you want to put your lemonade stand? You need to choose a corner that's going to get a lot of foot traffic, a lot of people driving by, and people who have enough money to actually pay you for the lemonade. That's supply and demand, and it's finding the right location. 4, encourage long-term thinking. This is delayed gratification. This is investment of time and energy over a long amount of time to see a larger success than a short, quick, get money quick scheme. Apartments are not get rich quick, but they are get rich for sure. So for a kid, think about the marshmallow experiment. If you give a child, here's 1 marshmallow, you can eat it now, or if you wait 5 minutes, I'll give you 2 marshmallows. Well, if they can wait that 5 minutes, they'll have more marshmallows than if they started with just 1. Now, compound growth is where you can keep your money working and it grows at a larger and quicker rate of speed. So if you can take returns from your apartment investment and invest it into another larger property or diversify it to multiple properties, that is going to get you some compound growth. So remember the marshmallow experiment? What if you wait 5 minutes and get 2 marshmallows? But what about 10 minutes? Should you get 4 marshmallows? Well, compound growth, maybe you get 6 marshmallows for that same kid. That's compound growth. And then finally, share real life experiences with your children. Share stories of success so they can see the joy that comes from earning money and investing in solid investment opportunities like apartments. Talk about starting small and putting in time and seeing something grow over time. For a child, something simple as when you buy them a toy, just drop a hint that, oh, that money I spent to buy your toy, that's from rental income from our properties. And leave it at that and let that curiosity grow. Or you keep telling them that the money comes from rental income. Eventually they'll want to know what it is. So that's a good time to teach them. And if you wanted, you can even show them some numbers. I just suggest for these apartments like these are multi-million-dollar properties, just take off some of the zeros. Make the numbers small, but it's still the same. Income, expenses, pay your mortgage. What's left over at the end of the day is profit that gets sent out to investors. So for them, maybe it's $10 of income, $5 of expenses. What's left over is $5 for them. These are relatively inexpensive lessons that can ultimately lead your children to a life of incredible success owning and investing in apartments. If you want to get started investing, you can go to amitycashflow.com, where we work with investors every day to get invested into large apartment complexes like these across the country. My name's Chris Collins. We'll talk to you more tomorrow about investing in real estate.